Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whichever placement brought you here. Welcome to your love messages for the month of September. We are going to start this reading with your own energy. So if this part of the reading makes sense to you, then you know you're at the right place. If it doesn't sound like you or sound like your story, please feel free to check out your other placements. We'll then be getting into what's showing up for singles, and then what's showing up for those of you who are in a relationship or have somebody on your mind. So yeah. Sorry, the Ace of Cups put a big smile on my face. I don't know. All right, with this over here, okay, this is how you're presenting yourself to the world. And there is this sense of you, if you're single, like maybe trying to find somebody, right? Like give people a chance, getting ready to put yourself out there, okay? Like looking for love. If you are already in a relationship or have somebody on your mind, it could be that you are trying to kind of go to the next level, right? Like take the next step, okay? Like whether that means, saying your first I love you or moving in together or getting married, I don't know, wherever you are on your journey, right? Like there is this sense of having this fresh start with your person, right? That you seem to be looking for, okay? Now, with the Seven of Wands showing up in your deep within, I do get the sense that you're having some challenges around your emotion and expressing your emotions, okay? It's like you're wanting this new opportunity, you're wanting to find somebody, but you're putting up a fight. Like for some of you, I'm even getting, especially for you singles over here, like you could have a lot of suitors, you could have people coming your way trying to offer you some passion, excitement, something over here, and you're over here kind of like fighting them off with a stick, okay? Like, okay, not literally a stick, hopefully not, but kind of in some sort of way, all right? Whether you are kind of saying, it's like, it's funny because it's like you want to put yourself out there and you want to look for it, but then you're not actually open to receiving, right? It's like I'm getting this message of, or like I'm hearing, like, oh, I really want somebody to blank, or oh, I really want blah, 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 right? But then somebody, maybe asks you on a date or offers you something, or maybe looks at you with interest or whatever, and you're like, what the hell? What was that? Like, ew, no, right? Like that kind of thing, like where you're just kind of blocked off in your actions, I guess, so, do be mindful, if it doesn't sound like you, then maybe this is not your reading, okay? um, but yeah, like, and the thing with the Seven of Wands is that it is, a defense mechanism. Like, do know how strong you are. Do know that you are in charge, that you are in power, that you're ready to take on any new challenges and any new ventures, right? But like, you don't have to prove yourself to anybody, right? I think that's kind of part of the thing that's showing up here. It's almost like you're consistently trying to prove yourself to like your person, to the people that you're dating or something. And it's like, no, like, take a step back. Know that when you need to defend yourself, know that if somebody hurts you, you have everything you need and you have the strength within you to be able to defend yourself, when it's actually needed, right? Like that you don't, have to prove that you're strong, right? Like you are simply strong just because you are, right? And then if ish hits the fan or something, right? Like then you can take out your wand and take out, whoever is, I don't mean it physically, right? I hope like not, all right? But I mean, like you could defend yourself if you needed to, okay? Emotionally as well, all right? So anyway, let's see what else is showing up for you. Single Pisces over here, all right? It's gonna be like single / independent energy, all right? So like more just about you over here. Okay, so let's see what's showing up for single Pisces. Okay, have the Four of Wands. How is Pisces reacting to this? All right, yeah, the Page of Cups. Yep. Look, you know what? This is essentially just reiterating everything that we just talked about, okay? Because the Four of Wands is a spiritual union trying to find you. This is a card of marriage, okay? Like it can indicate a ceremony, right? Like the creation of your own family, whatever that looks like for you, okay? But it is love and like a big spiritual connection over here, like trying to show up for you. But what are you doing? You're withholding, okay? like I said, I do get that you have all these feelings, right? The Page of Cups is very loving, very caring, very daring, very dreamy over here. Being willing to, take a couple of missteps to make things happen. It's a little bit of an unrefined energy, right? So sometimes, there's some missteps and, hey, it happens and then you kind of come back, right? That's the thing about pages. That's the thing that I love about pages, actually, because like, it's almost like a naive sort of energy where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna try something new, and it's like they're not letting the fear, hold them back, and that's kind of the thing with the Seven of Wands, that sometimes it can stem from fear, this needing to defend yourself. It can come from an experience, bad experiences over here that have cost you, to be a little bit defensive, to be protective of your heart, I'm getting, okay? And the thing is that I do get the sense that in order to welcome in, something new, something different, this new union, there's going to be a little bit of a risk-taking energy, right? You're going to kind of have to get back, get reacquainted with putting yourself out there, be willing to take a couple of missteps here and there. All right, like that's what I'm getting. All right, now I'm gonna say, the Page of Cups, reversed, I do feel like, you have been focusing on taking care of your emotional needs. And like I said, like do protect yourself, protect your heart, but don't necessarily close it off, okay? Like balance your, look, I'm going to direct you to balancing your heart chakra, okay? Look into it, okay? Because the thing is that, sometimes it's, if it's too open, right? Like that you could be very like giving and then kind of get stomped all over. Maybe it was too open at a point over here and you got, trampled or hurt really bad or something, and now you're really closed off, right? But like on the other end, closing off our heart chakra, right? Like then we have this fear of rejection or afraid to put ourselves out there, right? So kind of maybe look into how you can do some balancing around that, all right? But do continue to take care of your needs, okay? With the Page of Cups showing up reversed, okay? Do continue to practice your self-care, continue to recognize your feelings, sit with your emotions, pour that cup of love onto yourself over here, all right, Pisces? So let's see what else is showing up for you over here, okay? I'm actually gonna pull from my little deck of self-care, see if you have any messages. All right, you have I want some pink ones, okay. All right, okay, we have, yep. This is Pisces, right? Sorry, because you have Pisces energy showing up with the moon over here. You have Temperance, you have the Hierophant, and then you have follow the cycles of the moon, okay? So, okay, yeah. This is, I'm following the cycles of the moon. This is all going to be very much about getting back into your own power, okay? Because like you are the moon. You are ruled by the moon over here, right? So being in control of your emotions is what I'm getting, okay? And so, with the moon, like it really does speak of that, giving yourself that space, okay? That space to sit with yourself, if you need to be a blanket burrito, be a blanket burrito. Take this moment to meditate, take the moment to sit with yourself, sit with your feelings, okay? Like do what you need to do, get some rest, okay? Some of y'all, your sleep needs attention, okay? I'm just gonna throw that out there, okay? Just like with all this moon energy, follow cycles of the moon and then curl up, take a nap over here really stood out to me as well, okay? So, how's your sleep going? Okay, I'm just gonna say that. But then with the follow the cycles of the moon, I did intend this to be, like a moment of reflection, right? Follow the cycles of the moon with the intention of getting in touch with your feelings, okay? Like you can journal, you can start, by saying, okay, like today the moon is in blank and I am feeling blank, right? And whatever. And then, it's really about that introspective piece. Nonetheless, it can eventually lead you to create some patterns, have developed an understanding of yourself, like maybe, oh, at this time of the month, I usually feel this way or whatever, right? So, it really is about having that moment of mindfulness and introspection, okay, above everything. All right. You do have, with the Temperance card, this need to bring balance to situations, okay? For some of you, I really am, I go back to this, this balancing of your heart. I'm really seeing that, and this balancing of, how you are showing up, because it's like, if you are looking for love and welcoming love, but then you're not acting on it, okay? Like that needs balance, okay? This is water and fire energy, which is what Temperance is, like, do you want people to step all over you? Absolutely not, right? But if you keep pushing people away, away, then how are you going to be welcoming in an opportunity at love? Okay, so, figure out how you can bring that into balance. For some of this, meditation, journaling, okay, reflection can be something that you need to add into your routine. Okay. um but you also have forgive showing up over here. Okay. And especially for those of you who maybe were hurt in the past, as we were talking about, like whatever it was that caused your heart chakra to close up over here. Okay, who do you need to forgive? Is it yourself or is it somebody else? Right? If you need to forgive yourself, remind yourself that you are not your past. If you need to forgive somebody else, remind yourself that by forgiving them, you take back your power. Right? Like, you stop giving them your energy, you stop giving them your time, your mind, your heart space, and that's going to create space for other people to come in. And remember that forgiveness doesn't have to be like, I'm good with this person now, right? Or anything like that. It could just be like really like a forgive and move on sort of thing, releasing the pain. All right. Eating orange or sacral chakra could need some attention as well. Okay. So that would be your sense of creativity, like what it is that you're creating in every sense of the word, right? Like finding some sort of passion projects, finding things that inspire you. Okay, look, I'm just gonna say it. Okay, like for some of you, I'm sorry if this is getting like a little graphic. Okay, but you could be, okay, I got the message of like maybe using your, okay, so the orange and the sacral chakra is also associated to like your reproductive systems over here, right? So you could be using like lust as a distraction, if that makes sense, right? Or you can be using that in a way that's kind of keeping you from truly opening up. All right, so that could also be something that you need to check in. If it's not your story, it's not your story. All right, I'm just gonna throw it out there in case anybody needed to hear it. Okay, but balancing your sacral chakra could be beneficial, and that could include finding things that inspire you, something to create, something to put your energy into, right? Like, and kind of get you out there. Okay. So that is what I have for you. All right, Pisces. I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little heavy, but I hope that there was helpful information, useful information here. Anything that helped you find some sort of introspection, please feel free to let me know. You can always leave me a like, a comment, subscribe. Let me know if there were any messages for you here at all. I appreciate you sharing your energy with me. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to those of you who are in a relationship or thinking about somebody. All right, Pisces, 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 in a relationship or for thinking about somebody again, please tell me about Pisces and the person that they're thinking about. Please tell me about Pisces and the person that they're thinking about. Okay, can you please tell me about Pisces person? Can you please tell me about Pisces person? All right, some of y'all could be dealing with a Taurus. It doesn't have to be. Okay, it could be, look, okay, I'm just gonna say you could be dealing with somebody who maybe at a point was very nurturing, very caring, and then like they pull back. It's like they come and they give you, and maybe they, oh, sorry, I just got a really icky message. Like this could be somebody who's a little bit of a, oh my gosh, what's that term? I know there's like some psychological term for it, right? But like those people that like shower you with a lot of affection, a lot of gifts, a lot of attention, right? And then they pull back. Why am I blanking out on the term? I don't know. Okay, maybe this person's not that, all right? But I am getting that energy, right? Of somebody who has the potential to be very caring, very nurturing, very nurturing. But it does seem like this person's kind of focused on themselves right now. Like they've pulled back and are very worried and very much taking care of their needs at the moment. Okay. With the Empress showing up reversed. All right. Like it could just be that they're going through some hard times, that you're going through a rut. Okay. With the Five of Discs, this is your shared energy. So I'm getting the sense that like both of you over here have a lot of things on your plate. Okay. The Five of Discs is a little bit of a down and out energy. I mean, I literally call it like my down and out card. Alright, so it could be anything in your material realm, like your work. It could be your living situation. It could be your like responsibilities, your physical health over here, all right? Like anything in your physical space over here that I'm getting is demanding a lot of attention from each of you, like in your respective lives. And in turn, is causing a little bit of strain in this connection. Now, with the Five of Discs, you know, there is this reminder that there is support out there, okay? That you don't actually have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, all right? For some of you, it could simply, sorry, be about opening the door to communicating, you know, communicating about like how y'all can help each other out, communicating about where you're feeling burdened, okay? Like actually creating that space to try to problem solve, and that in itself can be a resource, right? Like kind of, what's it called? I got the word spitballing, but I don't think it's spitballing, right? But like bouncing ideas off each other, okay? To kind of problem solve, help each other out, all right? Like I know that, I mean, that, and that doesn't sound like, you know, the greatest thing, you know, sometimes you just need somebody to listen, right? And maybe that's in itself is what's going to be helpful. But I do feel like y'all can help each other out more than you realize if you just opened up, all right? So that's what I'm seeing, okay? It doesn't have to be, but I'm just gonna say what I see. So let's see what else is showing up over here for y'all. All right, you have action, you have delusion, true heart missing. Do we take one more? Does that want to be with you? I think that wanted to be with you. I don't, nope. Okay, you know what? Like, I can't even pick them up, so I think this was it. All right. You have, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Look. Yeah. Sorry, I was like noticing like delusion is the only thing that showed up in a different color. Like all of my cards are different colors over here, right? But then you have like all the black and gold over here showing up, right? And then this showed up in a different color. So I'm like, you know, this is kind of like the outlier. Like I do feel like there's something that y'all need to clear up, something that y'all are not talking about, okay? That you're not facing, something that you're kind of deluded about, all right? In regards to each other, all right? So there's a need to kind of take action toward that to clear it up. You do have true heart, you know. This could be, you know, like your person having true intentions. I'm getting also like speak your heart's truth, okay? So like whatever, you know, especially if you're an Ace of Cups energy over here, all right? When you come to your person, you know, to truly be kind of willing to listen, to really be receptive to what they're saying, okay? Like there's something that's missing between you all. Your person could be literally just missing you, right? Even if they just saw you, like they could be missing you, okay? But I'm getting like that there's something that you're missing from like from before. Like I don't know, maybe things have kind of shifted. Like I said, maybe you just have a lot of things on your plate right now, you know. So you do have like action needed to be taken. I'm getting the sense that you're gonna have to take action, and you're gonna have to be the one to kind of open up your heart over here in order to address and figure out what it is that's been missing in this relationship, okay? So be mindful. I'm gonna, sorry, I like the delusion keeps like drawing my eye over here, all right? So, you know, just be mindful of that any energy, anything that you might be feeling a little bit hazy about. I'm getting like clarify it, okay? Like clear things up, all right? So that is what I have for you right now, all right, Pisces? Thank you so much for being here. If there were any messages for you here at all, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Your likes, comments, subscribes, everything truly helps. Lets me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. Lets me know, you know, that there were messages for you here. And yeah, I just appreciate you all, and thank you so much.